Am I the asshole for initiating a divorce while my wife is in the hospital after a car accident? My wife had 2 kids before we got married, and they have an actively involved father. We have had 2 children of our own. My wife is a terrible driver, but she refuses to acknowledge this. She's been in multiple accidents and even had her license suspended. Not for a DUI or anything, just because she's a shitty driver. She will do stuff like reach into the back seat to deal with the kid rather than either pull over or let me or one of our older kids deal with it. She got T-boned in August last year because she took her foot off the brake at a red light to pick up my son's soother that had fallen out. She didn't put the car in park. Thankfully, only she was injured. All 4 kids were in the car. I have had it. I told her that she is welcome to endanger herself and her kids, but that if I'm in the car or if our children are in the car, she will keep her eyes on the road and her hands on the steering wheel. She's finally at the point in her rehab where she can drive again. I reminded her of what I said. I told her that I loved her. I said that her older kids were important to me and that I loved them too. But I told her that if she ever decided to do stupid shit while driving, our relationship would be over and I would make it a part of our divorce that she would be not allowed to drive with my kids in the car. She started crying and said she didn't do it on purpose. I asked her how exactly she took her hands off the wheel, took off her seatbelt, took her foot off the brake, and turned around to pick up the soother by accident. She said that I'm treating her like an idiot. I don't think I am. My children have to be safe. Before you ask, I try and do as much of the driving as I possibly can. I've stopped drinking when we go out. I traded in my car that I loved for an SUV so there's room for all of us. I offered to pay for Uber so she didn't have to drive if I wasn't available. She actually likes driving. Her ex and her parents are on my side. He also told her that if she ever thinks about endangering his kids, he would either go for full custody or ask that she be barred from driving with his kids in the car. Her parents have threatened to stop helping her pay for her stupid high insurance premiums. She thinks we're being unfair because she loves her kids and would never intentionally harm them. She loses concentration when one of the kids needs something and doesn't think to ask for help. I mean, yeah, valid concerns. Hello. I also don't want my children to die. And also, why can't you just work on being a better driver and not being like so distracted all the time? Okay, there's another story right after this, and it says,